Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back. If you've been here before, my name is Jemmy. Let's jump right into your messages. This is take 4, so hopefully I can get my life together and get this message out for you. Please remember that everything is not going to resonate with everyone. Just take what's for you and boop, leave the rest, okay? Let's see what we got. I saw a few cards come out during the pre-shuffle, so we'll see if they come out again. All right, Spirit. Clear and concise messages for me. Clear and concise messages for my collective. Last one. All right. Divination abuser. Ain't shit. Reflecting. Moves in silence. Groupie. I'm going to take one more. Always partying. Okay. What's on the bottom? In their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. Okay. All right. So what I got is someone is, let me rearrange this real quick. Someone is messing around with prayer, spiritual things, and it doesn't seem like it's for their well-being, their own good. It seems like it's aimed at someone else, if that makes sense. Like it's like putting things out in the air, doing things spiritually to hinder someone else's progress. And with the moves in silence card, I feel like that this is a person that is in your space that doesn't want you to know that they're doing these things. Also, God, always partying and groupie. There is someone, possibly you, that has been partying a lot. And okay, so I don't know if this person that's partying a lot is the same as this person that's abusing, divination abusing, but someone is also reflecting on the things that's happened in the past, and it looks like they're trying to get their life together. Maybe they used to be a partier before they started to try to get their life together, and I feel like maybe these groupies or these people, crowds of people that they used to be around, always had like a feeling or inclination that they weren't, you know, they weren't shit. However, maybe you or this person is trying to change for the better. And maybe with you changing for the better, you have people that were in your circle that don't want to see you change. They still want you to come to the parties. They still want you to, live it up, drinking, I heard drugs, um, kind of not really being responsible, right? So I feel like they're using the divination abuse to kind of reel you back into the party life. And they're doing this all in silence. Also, when I look at this moves in silence card, I notice the colors on her face, which gives me like rainbow vibes. So this may be a same sex relationship situation, what have you. What's under in their head? Okay, so in their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. I think because they're doing all this stuff behind your back, but still in your space, I think they're worried that they're going to be figured out. Under in their head is want you back. Is this possibly an ex that is messing with spiritual things to derail you from reflecting and getting your life together. Possibly. Under that is stalker, stalking, watching, obsessed. Under that is crying over you, sad, hurt, upset. So I feel like you are changing your life for the better, and whoever this is doesn't want to see that happen. It could just be on a selfish level where they like you to be doing the same things that they're doing and stuff like that. Or it could be like genuinely like they don't want you they don't want you to be better. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to do anything more than what you've been doing. All right, let's see. Last one. No? Okay. Okay. Jealousy, the feeling of wanting what someone else has, being angry at someone because they are better off than you, not wishing well, wandering eye. Okay. Yes. They don't they don't wish you well. They don't wish you to be a better you. They want you over here partying. Whoever this person is, and it seems like they will do anything to ensure that you stay where you were. Also, with jealousy, it's like a lady in the background looking at this lady. This also brings me back to groupie. Maybe this is a group of friends that maybe it's a group of people. So, not just one person that doesn't want you to be better. Maybe it's a group of people that don't want you to be better and just not wishing you well. Like, even if you're telling them, like, oh, I'm going to find a church. Oh, I've been praying. Oh, I've been going to school. I feel like anything that would be considered leveling up or being better than what they've known you to do, they don't they don't wish it to work. They don't want it to happen. They want you to be the same. I heard same OG. Maybe their initial starts with a G or your initial starts with a G, but that's a genuine song, same OG. Yeah, they don't want to see you be better. I'm trying to figure out if it's like why? Why not though? Hmm. Okay, so this card came out in the pre-shuffle. Lollipop, sugar, something good and positive coming in. Sweet treat, exciting, excellent opportunity. So I feel like whether they want you to level up and have something better coming your way or not, it's coming. What's for you is always going to be for you. And whew, these friends that I've been getting in these readings, because I feel like it is a group of people. Maybe you were like the life of the party prior to you reflecting and trying to get closer to yourself and getting your spirituality in order. Maybe you were the life of the party, and now that you are changing, it's changing this group dynamic, and so everybody just wants you to just sit down and just come back and be the person that they know you to be. Blue, depression, sadness, water, intuition, open spaces, inspiration. I feel like maybe card flew out my hand. Maybe you have been going through some kind of depression or sadness, and that is what led you to start reflecting and changing your life. Maybe you were inspired by someone or something that you saw or heard to make you want to be better, to be more inclined to get these excellent opportunities. Because I feel like if you were partying and being with these type of people that would consider or even go towards divination abuse to reel you back in. That's what I heard, reel you back in. I don't think those people, that energy, being around those type of people would grant you the access to the opportunities that you have coming towards you now that you are trying to better yourself. Cake, festive, caution, slippery situation, birthday party, curvy butt, something delicious, happening, reward, having your cake and eating it too. So I feel like there's going to be a celebration of some sort because cake. There's candles, there's a person, lighting the candles on a cake. It says festive, but then it brings me back to the always partying. And as you can see, they're cheers into something. Maybe cheers into a better you following through with the changes that you're making, you not letting anybody steer you in a different direction other than bettering yourself. And I feel like these are new people that are going to be here celebrating with you because I don't feel like these people, this group of people over here, they ain't shit. Because, like I said, anybody that would stoop to messing around in spiritual stuff to get you to be back where they are in lack for real, it doesn't seem like a positive space. And so you removing yourself from that space, you are going to open yourself up to a lot of better opportunities that would not come around if you stuck around in this group. My back is killing me. Rain. This also fell out during the pre-shuffle. Cleansing, look at the bright side, silver lining, tears that heal, healing, going within, soul searching, growth potential, washes away what was. Excuse me. You are very much healing. You are very much praying, trying to right your wrongs, trying to, like I said, trying to be a better you. And for whatever reason, these people, this group of people, I don't feel like they want that because they haven't done the work. They haven't tried to level up. They haven't tried to do anything but what they've been doing. And so they don't want you to do anything else either. Tears that heal. It's a lot of healing on this card. And I feel like that is what you're focusing on, your healing, whether it be inner child, um, past traumas, childhood wounds, like you were doing the work, maybe seeing a doctor or therapist or psychiatrist or whatnot to help you navigate what you've been doing. And it also brings me back to the always partying, the cake card. Maybe you had some habits that you needed to talk about. Maybe you had to go within to figure out different places that needed correction in your life. And I feel like you're doing that work. And you're not just doing it by yourself, you're getting outside help, professional help to make you a better you. And I feel like the opportunities that are coming towards you are going to be amazing because you're going to be vibrating so high. So those things that you want that may seem out of reach right now are going to be very much attainable because you're doing the work and you're bettering yourself. Horse, high horse, dependable to own, detriment, faulty foundation, in need of work, workhorse, fine outside, unstable inside, proud. And I feel like these people. They're too prideful, too proud to want to make changes. I hear this is who I am. I hear, oh, I've always been like that. People that say that really make my ass itch. Because yes, you may have been however you are, but that doesn't mean that you can't be better. And I also feel like with High Horse, I feel like they feel that you think that you're better now. Now that you're vibrating higher, maybe you don't go out to as many parties or group outings that you used to. Maybe you're not the life of the party. Maybe you're real more reserved now. And I feel like act like. So it says fine outside, unstable inside. I feel like they are a bunch of immature people, because it's always work that you can do on yourself to make you a better you. Always. There's always something you can learn, always something. There's always something. And I feel like that this group, they don't want that. They do not want that. And I feel like you should be absolutely proud of the work that you're doing and the steps that you're making to better you. Don't worry about those people. I feel like karma is going to show them a thing or two about getting their own ducks in a row. I feel like they're doing it very sneakily. Like, fine outside, unstable inside also gives me that they're smiling in your face, telling you how happy they are that you are changing, but whole time they're not. Whole time they're over here playing around to make sure that you stay the same person that you are. I saw a video, was it this morning or last night? Recently, where it was a woman who was going through like a depressive state, and it was like pouring rain outside. And she went out there and just laid in her, it looked like a driveway. I actually saw two of those videos. One was the lady laid in the driveway, and her boyfriend, partner came out and was like, what are you doing out here? And I don't think she had the words to explain what she was going through, but she was just laying out there in the rain in her driveway. And so he came out there and laid with her, which is super sweet. Then the other video I saw was a lady that was going through something similar with her mental health, and she went out and laid on the path in front of her house. So it's like her house, her driveway, and then the sidewalk. Couldn't think of the word. The sidewalk, and then the neighborhood road. And as she was laying on the sidewalk, a truck drives by, and then the truck backs up, and it just happens to be, well, the caption said it was her really close friend that lived in the neighborhood as well. And the friend backs her truck up, parks next to the curb, gets out of her truck, and lays down with the friend. Those are the type of people that you need in your life. Not these people that always want to party, always want to keep you, not keep you, but always want everybody to just stay the same. You should not stay the same. You should constantly be growing and adapting and moving forward towards something better. My back is killing me. Ooh. But like this lollipop card said, something good and positive is coming in. Something good and positive is coming in. And I feel like it is whatever you are manifesting, whatever you're praying for, whether it be finances, a new job, to move. I'm hearing children. Maybe you had some trouble with, having children. I feel like everything that you're asking for is coming your way. And that depressive and sad state that you may have been in, trying to find your way out of the always partying type of attitude, I feel like you're coming out of that. That rain is going to wash all of that away, giving you a clean slate, is what I heard. Tower, crumbling foundation meant to allow to be built back up with stability, high rise building, upsetting event, unexpected happenings, tower moment. I don't feel like these people ever thought that you would change. I feel like they always thought you were going to be, I'm hearing the drunk of the group. Always partying does have, some drinks. Looks like some champagne of some sort. But I feel like they're used to seeing you as that person. They're used to seeing you as the life of the party, the clown, the drinker. And now that you're changing, it's so unexpected for them that they don't like that you messing around with they with their foundation, the foundation of the friendship. And I'm saying friendship, and I've said this in other readings. I use the term friend in most of these readings very loosely, very loosely. I'm also feeling that maybe it's a particular friend that feels like you are effing up their foundation. Like they're the leader, and you and the rest of the friend group are like the minions, the puppets. And with you reflecting and trying to better yourself, it's showing the other people in the group, oh, we can do that too. And they like, hell no. They do not want you to encourage anybody to do the same thing, because then they won't have the peanut gallery. This card fell out. Pot. This came out last night, and I want to say my TikTok live. Go follow my TikTok, same name, Yamaya S. Go follow. Um, Catch me around 8:30, 9 o'clock on TikTok live most nights. Oh, while I'm talking about following, go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. You can also hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload something new. You know, come back. And if you're coming back, you might as well go ahead, subscribe, like the video. But Pot says sweet reward, treating yourself, something desirable, recreational, giving into temptation. I feel like you're no longer giving into temptation. I feel like you used to be like, "Oh, party, I'm on it. Oh, we're gonna go have drinks. We're gonna go to the bar. Let's go." And I feel like now your reward is being able. Your reward is self control. I was about to say being able to control yourself, but your reward is self control. For you, treating yourself is treating yourself better, valuing your self, valuing your body, your mind, having your own opinions about things, voicing those opinions. Because I feel like you've always had your own opinions and your own ideas, but maybe in this friend group, since you weren't the leader, you weren't able to voice it as much, which brings me back to moves in silence. And maybe you had to kind of feel like you had to sneak off to be better. And now everybody is finding out that you're different, and they're not really feeling that. So last night I had lollipop, pot, and blue. And when I put my decks away, the cards that are out, I take them one by one for whatever specific deck they go to, and I stick them randomly in different places of the deck, and then I shuffle and put them away. And then as I'm meditating and praying, I shuffle again. Then when I come on screen, I also shuffle. So these cards are getting shuffled, but there's something good and positive coming in, you know, taking away that depression and sadness, giving you inspiration to be better, to keep going. I feel like these cards keep coming out for a reason. Also with the rain, it says healing and going within. I feel like you also sense that going within yourself and trying to better yourself was the right thing to do. I feel like intuitively you knew that you just needed to make a change, not necessarily leave these people behind, but be focused more on you, your stability, your mental health, your health overall. Bees, hardworking person, fertilization, life sustaining steam, sweet situation, growth, seeking, provider, respected, fearless. Yeah, I feel like you had to get your respect back. I feel like being the clown, being the partier, being a person that didn't take things too seriously, I feel like you were kind of losing yourself. And everything is talking about sweet. Lollipop says sweet treat. Pot says sweet reward, and Bees says sweet situation. So something is absolutely coming in for you that you have worked for, that you have worked hard for. Hardworking person, bees are busy. They work. And I feel like you have been doing the work to be a better you, and you're going to be rewarded for it. I keep curving forward. Yeah, they absolutely think. So I keep saying they because it's a group, but I feel like it's more so one or two people that feel like they're the captains of the ship. I feel like they really feel like, oh, they think they all that now. Oh, you too good to hang out with us. When it's not, when it's not like that. It's about you bettering yourself. It's about you. You can't be focused on how other people feel about you bettering yourself. If they're not on board, leave them at the bus station, train station, wherever. Leave them. This is your life. Only you can live it. Don't let anybody live your life for you. Umbrella, femininity, fashion, shelter, prestige, power, protection, prosperity, royalty, a need for protection. I feel like you felt like you needed to protect yourself. You needed to take your power back. And it keeps saying sweet treat, sweet situation, sweet reward, and it's saying prosperity. And prosperity in whatever sense that is for you. Doesn't necessarily have to be money. Whatever prosperity looks like for you, it's coming. It's on the bottom. Chat, open communication with a friend or family member, chat openly, incoming messages, social media, text messages, phone calls, messenger. Okay. I feel like with this one, you don't necessarily know if you want to go into depth with the friend group of what you have going on spiritually. And I honestly wouldn't because of this first card that came out, divination abuser. I feel like also that something may be happening going on as far as social media. Maybe you whatever work you've been doing on yourself, maybe you decided to tell your story on a platform, a podcast or something like that, and you're being seen, being noticed. And I feel like that's really gonna irritate them. But I feel like on this platform, you're going to be able to talk about your struggle, the things that you've overcome. And I feel like you've overcome a lot of things. And I feel like it is great to tell your story because you never know if your story is going to motivate someone else's life or situation. I was just talking to one of my friends about um, telling their story as a father and a business owner and a husband. He has a great story to tell, and I told him that he should definitely get on whatever platform and tell his story because it's a very inspirational story. I feel like I saw inspiration somewhere. I did on blue inspiration. So I feel like you possibly on this platform telling your story is going to be an inspiration to a lot of people, and I feel like you're going to get a lot of recognition for that. It's on the bottom. Oh, chat was on the bottom. Under that is dog, ability to devote yourself to your path, happy, loyal, faithful friend, devoted. Yes, your devotion now lies within you, to you, for you, right? You're no longer worried about the friend group, family members that need help. You're focused on you. I'm not used to wearing this mic, so I keep. And dogs are considered loyal. And I feel like once you get on this platform, your audience is going to be so loyal. They're going to hype you up. They're going to promote what you're speaking about, and you are going to get a lot of recognition. I just feel a lot of recognition. Under that is fox, sexy or foxy, a good luck omen, fox in the hen house, a desire to stay single or work alone, quick, witty, sneaky. I feel like again you had to hide or you had to sneak away to better yourself so you wouldn't hear everybody else like, oh no, stay over here, be come to the party, house party, party is all I hear from them. And you're like, I like to party, I like to have a good time, but I don't always have to be the drunk. I don't always have to be the loud and bury someone. This message is very specific. So again, take what resonates for you and leave whatever does not belong to you. Mirror, mirroring each other, self-image. You see this? Okay. Let's try this again. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflecting old wounds, introspection. Yes. So I feel like the mirror that you had in this friend group was a reflection of how you felt about yourself. You didn't really, you weren't really concerned about your health. You weren't really concerned about your image to other people, which don't get me wrong, you should not be worried about what nobody else thinks about you. However, if you've done some crazy stuff in life and you know that you need to remedy or correct some of those situations, I feel like you had to go inside to kind of get a look at what you were projecting or what you were showing everyone else. So yeah, it's cool to, you can drink, you can have fun, but if that's all someone sees when they see you, is that the image that you want to have? Girl with the snake, empath, narcissist, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Yes, I think I had this card yesterday too with the crazy friend group. I feel like you have to set boundaries, and that's not just for the friend group, that's for everyone. When you are on a spiritual journey of getting your life together and having your life look and reflect what you stand for, you have to definitely set boundaries for people because people will a lot of times put you in a box. And because you were this person that they knew, they can't fathom you being anything but that. And that's on them. That's absolutely on them. What people think of you is none of your business. Ooh, last one. Whew. The snake. This card came out last night too. I want to say with mirror and girl with the snake as well. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Yes, this did come out yesterday because it was the other woman talking about a third party. But in this instance, I feel like this is saying something about competition. Maybe the leaders in the friend group or maybe the entire friend group feel like that now that you're over here, being better on your high horse, that your competition for taking over the group. Honestly, don't feel like you want to take over anything. I feel like you are just working on yourself and trying to better yourself. I don't feel like, yeah. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. I feel like once you held the mirror up and you looked at who you were in this friend group, I feel like you weren't sure of who you were anymore. Like, is this me? Like, and so that gave you some doubts about like where you were heading in life. And I feel like that is what prompted you to change. What's on the bottom? Heart with the key, welcome in love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. This also came out last night. And I feel like this is talking about new love. And I also feel like that new love that's coming in is also the person that's going to celebrate these accomplishments these milestones that you're hitting of bettering yourself. If that's finding a church home, this person is going to hype you up. If that's getting a job when you previously didn't have one because you were too focused on partying, I feel like this person is going to hype you up like, yo, like you doing it. Under that is mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Yeah, I feel like you're going to get a lot of gaslighting now that you are a changed person, now that you don't just want to hang out and BS all the time. I feel like you're going to get a lot of hate from the friend group. And it's going, okay, so I heard that it's going to be in a joking way, like, oh, you think you're too good for us now, type of thing. But that's really how they feel. Under that says soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Yes, this heart with a key person, this welcome in love is destined. It's a contract that is already written. You guys just have to meet. Let me clarify some of this with some tarot. Okay. King of Swords in reverse, dictator, oppression, brutal, controlling. Yeah, I feel like you felt like you were being controlled. Once you step back from this group, I feel like you felt like you didn't have a voice of your own. You were being controlled. And I feel like if other people in the group would step back and look, they would feel the same way. So I'm glad that you were able to step back and better yourself because it looks like you have a lot of great things coming towards you now that you are doing the work, bettering yourself, vibrating higher. Wait a minute now. Anything else? All right. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, social climber, jealous, chaotic, mean. I feel like group leader, especially, but since they're, I don't want to say, I don't, since they are followers, they follow what this person says, right? And so I feel like that everybody is just going to be jealous and mean spirited towards you in your journey. I don't feel like you're going to get any support from most of the people in the group. You might have one or two in there. However, once the leader, I keep saying leader because that's what I'm hearing, finds out about them being supportive of your new journey, they probably going to get kicked out. Three of Wands, adventure, foresight, opportunity, success. Yes, the opportunities. Did I show you Queen of Pentacles? The opportunities that are coming towards you because of this work that you're doing, I strongly feel like you are going to have a voice that is going to inspire, giving you so many opportunities to tell your story. 10 of Cups, happy family, reunion, happy endings, marriage. I told you, this new love that's coming towards you is a soul contract. It's written in the stars, the universe, the earth. God said it. Jesus said, everybody said it. Okay. Happy family, reunion, marriage. The star in reverse, faithlessness, discouragement, insecurity, despair. I feel like you leveling up, and I heard being on TV or being in front of a camera telling your story. This is going to cause a lot of insecurity in those that doubted you, those that wanted to keep you where you were. And I feel like if you tell them before this starts to happen, like your platform takes off, they're going to discourage you. They're not going to clap it up for you. I feel like they're going to be haters. Oh, on the bottom was Nine of Wands, Battle worn, defensive, sickness, injury, time to heal. Yeah, your time to heal was when you left this group. And like I said, I don't feel like you was like, bye, help us or anything like that. I feel like you just kind of backed away to focus on you, but they're not seeing it that way. They're seeing it as abandonment. They're seeing it as you think you're better than them on your high horse. And that's okay. Don't get discouraged. Don't backpedal because you have a lot of things, great things coming towards you because of who you're becoming. And I feel like your story is going to be monumental, is what I'm hearing. Move on. Someone is unavailable, a waste of time, it's over. I feel like maybe you just need to move on. Like not necessarily just like peace out all the way, but kind of stay away from this energy of this friend group because it doesn't feel like anybody else for real is doing the work of becoming better people or even encouraging other people to be better in the group. I feel like it's a whole bunch of mean girl, mean guy stuff. Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. And I feel like that's what you've been doing. This new love that's coming in, the happy family, the marriage, the happy ending, that is your that was what you prayed for, what you've manifested. This being able to tell your story and to help others, I feel like that is what you've prayed for. That is what you've manifested and it's going to help so many people. Caution. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. I feel like with this, it's saying find out more information about the people in the group. So like I said earlier, you may have a few people that encourage you to continue your journey and to be better, but just don't put too much weight into what any of those people say, honestly. You know the work that you've done, you know the work that you still want to do, you know the story that you want to tell, you know what you've been through to get you where you are right now. And so don't let anybody come in between that. Honeymoon. Honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. Listen, I want to come to the wedding. I'm a great dancer. I love line dances. Okay. It's an airplane with some hearts. What's on the bottom? Love spell. You have been witched. I feel like when you meet this person, this came out yesterday too. When you meet this person, you're gonna feel like you're under a spell in a trance. Like what Disney movie is that where the prince kisses the lady and wakes her up? Sleeping Beauty. I feel like you are going to feel like your soul has been awakened. And I'm gonna look under that because I'm nosy. Let's go. Make room for the new beginning on its way to you now. Yes, sooner than you think is what I'm hearing. Sooner than you think is what I'm hearing. For all this platform of telling your story, this new love. Just didn't want to go in here. Realizations, epiphanies, understandings, awakenings. I feel like you are awakened to who you are. I feel like you've always known that you had a story to tell that may help others. And I feel like you, whatever, sparked this epiphany where you had to, be by yourself and start to work on you so you could tell this story. I feel like it was destined to you to for you to figure out who you were. And it's so crazy that all this stuff is talking about a platform and all this stuff because, like I said earlier in the video, I was literally telling my friend that his story would be amazing, would be an amazing inspiration to young guys, even women, for real. His wife is also pretty dope. So like I feel like him telling his story and then them combining also for her to put her input and how, the support, and I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you have a story to tell. And I feel that for myself because I I went through a lot as a kid, and getting mental health help as an adult has really allowed me to see a lot of the trauma and the hurt that I've experienced and the reasons that I am the way I am. And I'm not saying that everything that I'm doing or who I am is, perfect, but it kind of explains why I'm so side eyeing to people. I don't trust people at all. And my therapist was like explaining to me, when this happens to you as a child or when you experience this as a child or a young adult, these can be the results of that. So I feel like you've been doing the work, whoever you are, and your story is absolutely freaking beautiful. And just like me, because I need to finish writing my book, just like me, you need to tell your story. I'm telling you, you never know who you can inspire to keep going, to keep pushing, to not give up. Where am I? 46? Ooh. Thinking, missing you, craving, desire. Who is this? I saw this in the pre-shuffle too. I feel like it's a past energy. It's a past energy. Lusting, forbidden, non-committal, sexual energy. This is a lustful past person that has no remnants of relationship, commitment, definitely not no marriage, honeymoon, none of that. Lust, nasty. Don't let these people, and I feel like I'm getting a specific message. A certain person or certain people that you really had strong feelings for at one point, who weren't paying you no never mind, are now gonna see who you are now and gonna try to, I don't know why I said slither, but then I do know why I said slither. They're gonna try to slip and slide and slither. It's two snake cards back into your life to get a second chance. And I feel like they had their chance. They had their chance. When you were trying to give commitment and relationship, they was giving Peter Wacker and the JJ. And I feel like maybe because you were always partying, always, out with the people, that maybe you had a lot of lustful energy as well. But I feel like now that you are this different person, this better you, I don't feel like that is what you want in your life anymore. I don't feel like you ever wanted just lust. I feel like you've always wanted the relationship aspect, but I also feel like you settled for what you felt like you deserved at the moment, or you felt like you settled for what you could get, what they were willing to give you. Don't settle ever. Because soulmates, deep love, unity, connection. This person is your soulmate. This person has the other half of your soul contract. This person is your divine partner. Possibilities, free spirited adventure and risk. Possibilities, I feel like the new you, who you're becoming, the possibilities are endless, whether it be in love, telling your story, finance, travel. The possibilities are endless. When I said travel, I saw whoever you are getting on a plane, going to different states, different countries, telling your story, being an inspiration to others. The possibilities are endless. Rejection, abandoned, dismissed, or irrational fear. And I feel like that's what these people, this group of people that you used to party with and stuff, I feel like they're gonna feel dismissed. And again, that goes back to you being on your high horse. They feel like you act like you're better than everybody, and so you're dismissing them. I didn't take out the time cards. But let's see if I can get some time frames on any of this. Where am I at? Ooh, 50. My alarm went off. So I don't know how I'm going to merge these two videos because I don't know how to merge videos. So yeah, we're gonna see how this is gonna work. I might have to upload two videos because yeah. All right. Not in this lifetime. You going back to this situation where you felt silenced. I don't think you're going to go back. I think you're going to continue to do the work on you. You kind of see them when you see them, and you are going to go on your journey of life for you, the life for you, not for anybody else, for you. 6 months from now. So this lady is pregnant, but also when I see a card like this, I think of a birth of something new. And that brings me back to this platform, a birth of you telling your story, a birth of you inspiring other people. And it could start as soon as next month. Also, you can meet this person as soon as next month. If you've already met them, maybe the wedding, honeymoon is going to be next month. I don't know. Divine timing is at play, is on the bottom. Like I said earlier, I feel like you've always known. You had a story to tell, you've always had a voice. And I feel like divinity, the universe, God is saying the time is now. Okay? So, with that, I'm not going to close out with a heal yourself card because the videos are already discombobulated, not together, and all that good stuff. So I may be back later to give you a what's it called? The short on the Heal Yourself card. So until next time, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for listening. Peace. Wow. Yeah, this reading for whatever reason doesn't want me to be able to get the message out, but I'm gonna put these two videos out anyway. So now I have to come over here and touch the screen again, but it is what it is. So hopefully this message helps you. Hopefully it inspires you to go forth and be great. All right.